Hey everybody, it's midterm week, and I wanted to post a video to describe what you can expect in the midterm and how to best approach this writing assignment. So it is a take-home exam. You will find all of the materials posted below on Blackboard. It'll have the exam questions. It will have the what you're supposed to do for the exam and where to turn it in. We're going to use turnitin.com, which I think most of you are familiar with, but of course, if you have any issues, feel free to drop me a line. So the basics of the exam are that it's a 5-page essay, roughly 1,500 words if you're doing a word count, and it focuses on one of the ideas that we've been exploring throughout the semester. So none of this should come as a big surprise to you because it's been in the reading notes, it's been in the discussion board prompts. They're all building from the writing that you've already done. So you should have some familiarity with these topics. If you don't, you at least know where to go to get more familiar with them. So you'll get this information today, and then you'll have until Friday at 8 o'clock p.m. to turn it in. Now, in a comparison essay, similar to the last assignment or the assignment you did a couple of weeks ago with Chaucer's prologue, it's important to give equal weight to the different text that you're working on. So you don't want to have one text that's big and then another text that's really small. You want to look at the idea in equal terms for them. As you're focusing on this, what I would suggest that you do is find a specific idea that you want to explore through these texts. Think about the idea and then read the text through that idea so that you can write a paper that supports that central idea. What can happen in these environments is that you'll write, and here's all of the discussion for the first text, then here's the discussion for the second text, and here's how it all comes together. Don't do that. Right? You might do that in an early draft stage, but once you find how it comes together, that central idea, move that to the beginning of the paper and then start there and then recraft your paper to support that central point. You want to tell us where you are going as your readers. You don't want to wait until the end to tie it all together. That's not the best way to approach academic writing, because otherwise I might have different conclusions than you as I'm reading through the text. And if you're not guiding me through the text, then you're working against my preconceived notions, and that's not a position you want to be in. So state from the beginning, this is what I'm going to say, and here's how I support it. The SEAL method, though that link talks about a paragraph, it's actually a really good way to approach a paper in general. State what you're going to say, support it with illustrations and explanations, and then tie it all together at the end. You need to quote from the texts. It's not enough to summarize. It's not enough to paraphrase. You need to actually quote from the text. Use the line from the text. Let the text speak for themselves. The method here is to illustrate, like show the text working. Don't tell about it. Show the text working. Put the quote out there and then explain how that quote supports your point, and then tie them together. The SEAL method, as we mentioned before, its value in the big paper, it's also valuable for those individual paragraphs as you're tying those together. So the topics are not new, the texts are not new. The writing assignment is mostly an expansion of the work that you've already been doing. So take your time, but don't wait to start. If you start today, Monday, you have several days to read and to write and to revise and to do that again. If you wait until Friday to do this, you might run out of time and have to submit something that's not your best work. So take all of that into account. I'm available to you by email. I can answer questions at any point. And then once Friday gets here, I will try to answer your questions as best that I can on the day. But the earlier you get in request, the more opportunity that I have to help you. Along the way, again, I'm available, so feel free to shoot me an email. I guess one of the things I want to emphasize to you is this is not something to be intimidated by as this sort of big, looming, scary exam. I don't know what's going to happen. You do know what's going to happen because you've been working on it throughout the semester, but it does take a little bit of extra work. So make sure that you're putting in enough time to do that extra work. So talk to you soon, and good luck. Take care.